The Nike Pegasus Premium is a very popular sneaker in 2025. It looks good and at the same time it is pretty comfortable as well. However, unfortunately, I am returning them. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Vega, and today we're going to be talking about the Nike Pegasus Premium, a sneaker that was pretty tough to get in the beginning of the year with the white pair and then the black pair, and then later on, finally with this pack right here, I was able to get my hands on it. But as I do on all my sneaker reviews, I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice detailed look of the sneakers. I'll go ahead and talk about sizing, and also last but not least, I'll share my final thoughts. I'll tell you whether it's a good idea to cop or not. But as far as the sneaker, man, it looks very good as well. I wind up getting it in this laser orange colorway. I think it looks very clean as well. But as I mentioned, let me give you a nice detailed look of the sneaker right here. So as you can see, we have the sneakers right here and they look very clean in this laser orange university gold type of colorway. In fact, they actually are a little bit more muted in person, which is a good thing, than the actual pictures. But spoiler alert, this is actually not the first colorway that I got. I also got the white pair as well from the pack, and with this run on the side right here that looks very good as well. But I didn't get it because I wanted two colorways. I got it because there is a problem with sizing. In fact, I feel that that's actually the most important part of the review, so stay tuned for that. But as far as the sneaker itself, I think it looks very good. Let's go ahead and talk about the cushioning system because it is actually very good. And it has a triple stack cushioning system. Let's start it off with the first one right here, which is the Zoom X foam. Then we have a full zoom unit all throughout the sneaker, which is kind of the main reasons why I got this sneaker, because it reminds me of the Air Max 97. And finally, it has the Nike React X foam right there. That has been one of my favorite foam systems by Nike, and they are pretty comfortable. In the midsection of the foot, we have some TPU layers as well with a nice obsidian type of swoosh. Kind of looks a little bit navy in my opinion. I thought it was black, but in person it looks more navy. Then we have some graphics right there with a bunch of lines that kind of look like bricks if you were to ask me. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what it looks like to me. In the front portion of the sneaker is pretty breathable as well, as pretty much it is constructed of mesh right there. Little Nike swoosh right there, some nice laces. And the tongue as well, it is pretty plush and pretty comfortable as well with the Nike Pegasus Premium logo right there. One thing that I like about the sneakers is the actual liner right here, especially in the back area. It seems to like hug the Achilles as well, and in my opinion that's a very good look. And then we have a nice little pull tab right there in the back with a bunch of like little 8s, almost kind of like when a timer resets. That's kind of like the numbers that you see. Little Nike swoosh right there underneath. In the medial side of the sneaker, looks just like the lateral, except that we have a bunch of branding. Pretty much we have Zoom right there instead of the Nike swoosh, but then we have all the three technologies, the Zoom X, Zoom unit all throughout the sneaker, Nike React X technology right there as well. And then we have something pretty interesting as well, some location coordinates. I believe this is from Nike's headquarters, and then it says estimated 1967. Also, let's go ahead and talk about the bottom sole right here, which has Air Zoom writing right there. Same university gold colorway that we see all throughout the sneaker. And the bottom sole seems to be pretty grippy as well. A small Nike swoosh right there. And since we're talking about the bottom sole, let's go ahead and talk about one of the biggest problems. And it's the fact that it is pretty narrow right here, which it's a problem. Like when you're walking, your foot kind of gives to the side and all of a sudden you don't feel that is as stable. And this is supposed to be a running sneaker. So imagine you running and then all of a sudden you go boom. I don't know why I just went boom, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like you can lose stability, you can, get hurt, you can have an ankle injury, etc. And sizing seems to kind of fix that. So let's go ahead and talk about that right now. All right, guys, let's go ahead and talk about sizing. Sizing is always really important. And as you can see, I have the white pair right here. This was the first pair that I got, and I got them in my true to size. And although they fit pretty good, and to kind of help you out, my true to size is a size 10.5. I normally get a size 10.5 on Nike Vomero 5s, on New Balance 2002 Rs, Asics Gel 1130s, on Nike Air Max 1s, Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s. You get the point. That is my true to size. So naturally, I went with that as well. And unfortunately, I felt that they were, again, too narrow right here. So when I was walking, I felt that my foot just give a little bit, and that was not fun. So I went ahead and got them in a size 11. I went up half a size, and that seemed to kind of help out a little bit. It kind of gave me a little bit more room right there in the midsection towards the back almost. And that fixed kind of the situation where it kind of gives a little bit. If I was not to have that issue, I probably would just stick to my regular true to size, but it's one of those things that you gotta try out first and then figure out if that happens to you or not. But I feel that they are also pretty comfortable as well, especially with that whole triple technology with these foams and the zoom unit. I think the sneaker itself is pretty comfy as well, but you just gotta make sure that you get your right size. That way you don't have any stability issues right here. If you've been paying attention, you probably already know how I feel. I feel that they look very good. In fact, the main reason why I got these right here was because they kind of remind me a little bit of a modern Air Max 97. Like, it kind of gives you that vibe as well. And you know what? I saw them in person and they look great. I tried them on and they were also pretty comfortable as well, especially in the back area. You feel that energy kind of going as you're walking. It kind of helps you walk. It kind of helps you run. And that energy just bounces back. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Air Max DN8. It kind of has that same type of energy bouncing back and keeping you, moving forward as well. Very good as well if you are having problems with your Achilles, if you're getting over a heel injury, etc. But at the end, unfortunately, they just fall short, man. They could look good. They are very comfortable, but this right here, the fact that it's so narrow and it's not stable enough, I feel that it's not worth the $200. Like, even though I change sizes and sizes seems to kind of help at least 75% of the situation, I still have that 25% of me just doing this right there. And it happened even with the bigger size. So imagine you running with these, because that is the main point of these right here. And that happens. That's an automatic ankle injury, a foot injury, and then you got setbacks. And then again, we're talking about $200 and something. It is a pretty pricey sneaker. In my opinion, and my final verdict is this: if you have $200 and something, I would go ahead, return the sneaker, and I will get a Nike Vomero 18, and you have a very good sneaker that is more stable and pretty comfortable as well, and they don't have this stability issue like this one. That's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed my review on the Nike Pegasus Premium. One thing that I forgot to mention is that go ahead and try on the sneakers first. You might find that you don't have those issues. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is not a full performance review. It's more a casual wearing type of review, and just basically cosmetics, of course. But if you made it all the way through, man, you are the real MVP. Go ahead and comment Superman, and that will let me know that you made it all the way through, that you messed with your boy, that you rock with me pretty heavy as well. And let me know how you feel about the movie. I just watched it last week and I have mixed feelings on it. So yeah, let me know in the comment section as well. Also, if you made it all the way through, go ahead and hit subscribe. Smash the like button. It really does go a long way. And also follow me in my social media pages right there. With all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.